Okay, today we're going to look at theoretical probability of compounds and events. Now this is part one. You'll also want to view independent versus dependent events. Independent and dependent events are a type of compound events, so make sure you listen to that video also. Alright, so let's say we have a situation, and this will be the same situation for the whole series that we're doing right here. What if we roll a number cube and flip a coin? And we want to figure out what's the probability of getting a 6 and heads. Well, our first way is what we call an organized list. So I could get 1 in heads, 2 in heads, 3 in heads, 4 in heads, 5 in heads, 6 in heads. I could get 1 in tails, 2 in tails, 3 in tails, 4 in tails, 5 in tails, 6 in tails. And 1 out of those 12 situations is what I'm looking for. Okay. I could also do what's known as a tree diagram. So the way I would do that is I would put all my possibilities down for the first event. In this case, it's rolling the number cube. And I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you may need a lot of spacing for some of these, but for this one we don't. So for 1, I could get heads or I could get tails. For 2, I could get heads or I could get tails. 3, I could get heads or I could get tails. 4, I could get heads or I could get tails. 5, heads or tails. 6, heads or tails. And then I would just use that tree diagram to make an organized list. And I would find out that 6 in heads, which is right there on the chart, shows up 1 out of 12 times. Another way to do it is just do the math, and we'll talk about that on the independent and dependent video.